Hey there. So I heard you wanted a skip week? Well, you got one. Because this unit is not very good. I'm gonna straight up say that in the beginning of the video. It's a very awkward introduction. Welcome to another video. So this unit I really hate. I'm forced to use in the Jeep version because they're good in Rain's a team. For Dark Visions, for example, I hate it, but it is what it is. We're gonna look down here. We're gonna see if they're getting any buffs. And they need them. Are they getting any buffs? Nope. Remember when they said they were going to be buffing up JP units and making them more valuable? This was definitely one of the ones they wanted to buff. And they decided not to do that. Their S team are obviously, as most units that are coming out nowadays, their S team is only good for them. But it does have plants and machine killer. So, I mean, I got 2 on the JP version. But that's because I'm a whale on the JP version. So that's why I was able to get 2. And their team art is very mediocre. But you know how these team arts nowadays, right? So the step up, like they could have guaranteed, let's put this in perspective. They could have guaranteed you them at the end, and it still wouldn't have been worth it because it's just not very good. You know what that could have made them better is to increase their hit count on their SLB, because they're a tag chain on their SLB, but the hit count is really weird. It's like 12 or something, so you can't really build it into anything. Like it's not a very good chain. If it was 24, 27 hits, tag chain would have been just fine. They would have been a lot better, but they're not. The only really good value that they have for the team is that they have mod boosts and they have a field effect for ice and fire, I believe. It's one of the two or both. So that's really it. That's all they've got. And we have a story event here. You know, surprising, there's story events still in this game somewhere. And there's also doing this one thing. I don't know if Global is going to be doing the same thing that JP side did because the color is different. So if you go through the story event, you can exchange for shards of story event characters. My recommendation definitely is Ihana or Immotile, because I mean those are the most useful ones, really. I mean the other ones not really as useful. I mean Tyvus, I guess if you don't have very many of him, you could use down Tyvus, but use it on the supports instead, I suppose, is fine. And then they've got a daily dungeon here for Esper Ore. Make sure you guys are doing the appetite for, I don't know if I can say that word, but you can see it on the screen. And there will be a crown event and also Cactuar, as you can see there, Emperor Cactuar. So that's pretty good. They'll be doing this more often, this story event, like this page here, and this gem. They'll be doing this more often, but they're like green. But I think this is the first batch where they just didn't let you. But eventually the story events are gonna let you have a continuous reward. They're not really that amazing after this though, but I think they let you keep them. But I don't know if the global side's gonna do the same thing. They might change it. I'm not sure. And we have a terrible vision card here, 130 attack, which is not very good, and killers, which, I mean, this is good for like people who don't have a lot of killers and then just started playing the game, I guess. This is pretty good for, but if you've been playing a game at least for a few years, this card is just not going to be very useful. In theory, it's nice to have a vision card that has a lot of killers on it, but in practice, you're probably never going to use it because the attack is too low and there's no passives on it for flat attack or anything like that. So it's just like, it's not that amazing. December monthly fragments selection bundle. So it's a bundle you buy and you get tickets for fragments. But I believe they're curated or something. Oh, you can only, I don't think that's the only one you can pick. I believe there's other ones, but I think it's just these were just added. So you could buy that and pick Tyvus and Ish if you wanted to, but do you want to? Really, do you want to? Probably not. And we have the exchange shot. For some reason, if you can't hold off and pulling, even though you should have pulled on a few of the other things that we have going on, instead of this. But if you did pull, get the fragments. Don't get anything else. This stuff is a joke. Like all this stuff here that you see, if you're a new player and you're just coming to the game, you see all this equipment, like, oh wow, it's pretty cool. There's equipment in this banner. No. You can get all these things, quote unquote, for free through just playing the game a little bit and getting those gray tickets. And then you can select the 5 stars of these STMRs here, because these are in TMRs, because these are old STMRs and things like that. So just get the fragments, guys. Just get the fragments. And I don't really talk about the login bonus anymore, but just look at this login bonus, guys. I mean, that's it. Christmas is coming soon. We're almost in the month of December. We should be getting, you know, some good stuff in December, hopefully. This is the maintenance time. Make sure you guys are aware of that. Now let's talk about some stuff that I missed out on because it came out a few days after my news video, right? So this is a pretty bait step up, isn't it? So you can get one of those vision cards again. You could get Dazzling Demoness again. Some of you may have jumped on this already. If you didn't pull for Nier, if you were not interested in Nier, but you saved up for Nier, this is a very particular circumstance. If you saved for Nier, but you weren't really satisfied with how they came out, and that's not saying that's a good or bad opinion. I'm just stating if that's how you thought. This probably would be the time for you should pull, because you could get Dazzling Demoness. So once and for the first time ever on this channel, I'm actually encouraging you to pull on a banner like this. And normally I was like, I don't know about this, but like I'm saying, like you probably have a giant stockpile of lapis that you were trying to use on Nier and you probably didn't. But that's only a few of you. That's only a few of you guys. I'm pretty sure most of you guys did go for Nier, but if you did not, this is the banner to go on, I think, because you could get Dazzling Demoness. You could also get a chance to get Nier as well, so it's like a double whammy. So you could potentially get them. The chances are probably really small, but Dazzling Demoness is here, and it'll be very valuable for the months to come because of just how useful it is. I don't think it'll be power crept other than just the magic that it has, because there are vision cards now on JP that have 170 attack baseline, but the effects of Dazzling Demoness are probably never going to be power crept for a very long time. So it's definitely worth wasting a little bit of lapis on the step up here to get one of those vision cards. So that's why I wanted to mention that. Then we have chance to get Nier Automata used. They're really trying, guys. They're really trying. This one, it has shards in it. You can get a lot of shards, and I'm not really sure why they're calling it anything special like Black Friday. I mean, don't they usually do these step ups? So I wouldn't go on this one. If you want to spend lapis right now, go on this one. And you have quite a bit of time left. 12/7. So you have some time before you want to decide on that. Don't go on this one though. I would go on this one over this one. And then finally, chance to summon your. Alright, so new value summon. Definitely not. I would definitely not do this one. I would only really go for this one. So if you, like I said, if you want to go for something, go for this. That's my opinion, guys. If you let me know in the comment section down below if you did go for this. Did you get any Nier units in this poll? Did you? Just let me know in the comment section down below, guys. I want to hear all of your comments about how good you think about Deus and Ish. You've been waiting for them your whole life. They're finally here. You're ready to pull. If you want to know more about them, wait for my review on Wednesday or Thursday. Yeah, they'll happen then. So see you in the next video. Peace.